guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so if you're new, thanks for clicking on this little bitty channel. But let me go ahead and explain something to you. I wear sunglasses, well, because I'm kind of used to it now being inside. But it started out because I like to pick on my husband. And it's the little things in life that make me laugh. He don't like big sunglasses, so I wear them. But I've already done 3 previous installments of this, and we're going to try to finish up the last one now. And secondly, if people that like to watch me and that know me, they always wonder which one of these I'm wearing. Well, it happens to be the one with the udders today. Yeah, with the pink one. So no, it's not the costume. It's the actual one that, another one that I actually like, okay? Alright, guys. And my blind dog is right here. I think I'm getting all the disclaimers out of the way. I don't think I'm going to get, we were not going to get interrupted at any point, I don't think, besides by her. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this underway. And hopefully, like I said, we're going to finish tonight. Yeah, I got kicked out of bed over salt and vinegar chips. We're not going to say nothing, though. Okay, we're not. We're going to leave Janet alone. We're going to just hit play.
I was trying to click the wrong button.
Fights. What happened? I mean, if you don't feel comfortable saying what happened, I get that. Or were a lot of the arguments and fighting that you guys had, like, did she make a point to try to hide that as much as possible from people?
Well, of course she did. Why would Amberlynn want to portray to everybody that she was the bad one in the relationship? She tried to hide that she was the bad one in the relationship, but it didn't work.
Okay, I think this is a good question. Not necessarily tea related, just like kind of getting in the mind. Why did you want to be in a relationship with ALR to begin with? What qualities were attractive at first? How did that change for you?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna stop it just a couple of times because sometimes I have opinions, but I just want to say one word, manipulation.
And do you think she manipulated you into being into a relationship in the first place? I know you've spoke on that as well, but, you know, if you don't mind sharing again, I do think it is kind of good information to know, kind of like the timeline of how that went. Okay, I think this is a good one.
Hey, no offense. Okay, it's late and I got bed brain and I'm getting lost. Okay, I'm getting lost. It's not easy to lose me, or it's not hard to lose me. I'm getting lost.
What do you have to say about that, Esme?
I mean, before we met in person and when we started talking, like, she definitely knows what she's doing, manipulative and like, just like, I don't know, like love bomb. Like she like constantly like wants to like, like compliment you. Like she bought me stuff like right off the bat when she lived there. Like we hadn't been talking for too awful long. And
okay, so Destiny, what you're saying is she bought you stuff with Crystal's parents' money. That's interesting. Okay.
Just ordered me some stuff on Amazon and sent it to me and was like, like this stuff just made me think of you. And I was just like, okay, yeah, like cool. And, just like I said, like love bombing, like she was just constantly like wants to be on the phone, wants to just be like talking you up. Like all that kind of stuff. Like she makes herself out to be like she is just this great person and wants to treat you so well. And then
and she doesn't want to give you the opportunity to be on the phone to talk to anybody else. If she takes up all your time, then she ain't got to worry about it. When do you have time to talk to somebody else? Huh?
After I met her in person, that's when things like you could definitely tell were very different. But I mean, I had only been in like 2 other serious relationships before me and her got together. She was my first serious relationship, as in we moved out into our own place together too. So, and I was 19 and she was 24.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking wild.
I didn't even think about that. Did y'all think about that? Destiny was just over, and you don't even think about 18 being a baby until you get older. And whenever I think of my kids, I'm like, my son is in his 20s and he's still a baby. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. That doesn't look good for Amberlynn. It doesn't sound good for Amberlynn either.
Like, you were still a kid. She was full-grown adult. Like, I mean, I know 19 is legal, but it's still a child.
Yeah.
I completely agree, Beck. Completely. That is... And to think of how old Libby was at the time. I mean, Destiny couldn't have been that much older than 18. At all. And Libby was 15 at the time. So you're looking at what, maybe 4.5 years? Maybe 5? Because Libby said, I'm about to be 16 several times. Oh, wow.
Oh no, it's definitely strange. But with me, I mean, she was just somebody who would talk and was funny. And I don't know, just seemed to kind of care, wanted to hear what you had to say and how your day was and stuff like that. I don't know. She seemed like a really good friend. And
yeah.
I feel like Beck is putting up a front. Let me explain. Because Beck has said that when Beck started messaging Amberlynn, it was because Beck was afraid that Amberlynn was going to do something to herself because of how mean everybody was to Amberlynn. So I think Beck is putting up a little bit of a front. I don't know. Y'all just go down there in the comments and roast me. It's fine.
That's what drew me to her in the initial beginning was, she was funny. And she seemed like somebody who would be really cool to hang out with. And it's like, once we started hanging out and things got a little serious, and
it's like once whenever comfortable.
Yeah, once she got comfortable, she could start releasing a little bits of herself here.
Yeah.
It's like when you get into a full-time relationship and you move in with each other, it's kind of one of those things. When is it comfortable for you to leave the bathroom door open? Amberlynn just, dives right into it.
It's like once she realized she hooked you in.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, I'm done with that.
Yeah, now let's be real.
Can you elaborate more on the tea she spilled during her recent apology video when she stated she called you up while she was drunk and hyped you up? What was your take then and now on that phone call?
That phone call never happened.
That's all I was about to say, because Amberlynn doesn't know how to hype anybody up. She's never hyped anybody up. Why would she start now with Beck? No, never happened.
She never called me up, never hyped me up. She wasn't drunk. None of that ever happened.
When did this supposedly happen?
Supposedly it was after we broke up.
Oh.
I don't know. I think she said she might have been with Jade at that point. I don't know.
She said Jade knew about it, but here's my question. How many times was she with Jade and got drunk and hit live and went live stream? Because that's what she does now. She drinks. She wants a drinking partner. She hits live. And so she did that quite often.
I don't know anything about that.
No, and that didn't
And it never happened, so.
Right. She did end up saying that it was a text and supposedly read it on her live, but I think it was just something that she had typed out on her own.
Probably. I mean, I think you would know if that happened.
Exactly. I would know if she had apologized to me and tried to hype me up, but
I think, okay, this is a lot of I think, okay? Janet, quit thinking. But, I don't think she ever expected Beck to talk anyway, so she was able to say whatever she wanted to say at the time and make herself feel good and look good to everybody else. Because she was like, Beck's never going to come forward, so I don't have anything to worry about.
That did not.
Didn't even happen the way she said. So, did that phone call really happen? Did that interaction really happen where she apparently hyped you up and this and that? I mean, is that how you felt during it, or did you just see it as her, being a mess? I've been so happy for Beck to have their time to thrive in an...
After everybody got over the whole GoFundMe thing and the whole car thing, and they found out that Amber Lynn left Beck with nothing, everybody surrounded Beck with love, and everybody was ready to hear Beck's side. And so, honestly, I understand where Beck didn't know that open arms were there, because for a little bit, open arms wasn't there. And then Beck didn't even want to try after that. I'm glad now Beck understands, and look at the response and action that Beck is getting from this. Never doubting themselves again.
Online space with so many supporters. My question would be, from being thrown into the YouTube limelight years ago, how does it feel to have succeeded in a platform that Amberlynn Feed was supposed to? Do you see it as poetic justice or a testament to her failure in being able to evolve as a creator?
I don't know. I mean, I still definitely wouldn't say like...
All we can say right now is, ha, 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 ha. Amberlynn deserves this, because Amberlynn really does. Think of all the bad things Amberlynn has ever done to Beck that we know of. Amberlynn 100% deserves this.
Or say I'm a successful YouTuber. I have a lot of subscribers, and it's just, because a lot of people subscribe to this situation.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if I could compare myself to what she was trying to do either. Like, she was trying to be a weight loss channel and whatever, what have you. And she failed in that. Yes. So I definitely wouldn't say that I've succeeded where she's failed. But
there's a difference. She has failed at being a person. She has failed all the way around. She has failed people. You have not, Beck. There's a total difference.
Yeah, maybe it is a little bit of poetic justice, sort of.
Love to Beck and Ankle. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'll let Beck answer for the rest of that. Of course, I'm just kind of randomly picking. If Beck says in their response video, if they do one, that they're down for more, then I will return back to this post and we can do more. But of course, up to Beck. How did Amber behave towards you after her cancer diagnosis? We know she blamed you for not going to the doctor, but did she outwardly blame you to your face, bring it up in arguments against you, etc.?
No.
Amberlynn came... I think Amberlynn did worse than going to Beck's face and blaming Beck to their face. I think Amberlynn did so much worse by getting on YouTube and saying, it's Beck's fault that I got the C word. That was bad, because instead of one person knowing she felt that way, now everybody knows she feels that way.
She never once blamed me for her having cancer when it was happening. None of that happened until after we had broke up and things started going bad. She just wanted to blame me for something. So, I mean, no, she didn't treat me bad, didn't treat me any certain way after she got, her, whatever was going on. She didn't treat me any certain way. So.
Yeah.
Why did Beck just call that whatever was going on? Did you catch that? After she got whatever was going on, she did not say the C word.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, the whole.
And how do you blame a person for giving you cancer? Like, I mean, even when me and her were together, and she didn't bleed like.
Okay, wait a second. All right, so Destiny just said, "How do you blame somebody for giving you the C word?" So there's the toss-up. There's the toss-up.
Like how everything went down, but she still did, like, it was very irregular, and it was a lot when it did happen. And I even tried to get her to go to the gynecologist when I started going. Like, I went for me, and she went with me multiple times because I was having issues. And I was like, just literally make yourself an appointment. So, we could go. And like, I was like, we'll figure it out. And she never wanted to.
Do you know there are people that I know of that are afraid to go? Absolutely terrified to go. Never have gone. And they're my age. And I have no idea why. I'm not taking up for Amberlynn. I will not take up for Amberlynn. But it is the oddest thing. They will not go get a mammogram. They will not go get anything. It's just, they go to the dentist, but nothing else. And I'm going, that would be totally opposite. You know, it's the oddest thing.
Like, she had never been to one either. I'm like, that's something regular that you have to get done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, the whole.
And how do you like blame how do you blame a person for giving you cancer? Like, I mean, even when me and her were together, and she didn't bleed like how everything went down, but she still did, like, it was very irregular, and it was a lot when it did happen.
So see, Destiny is saying the C word constantly. This is throwing me off. This is... How is it Destiny is saying the C word and people are throwing tomatoes at Amberlynn and Amberlynn's rage quit? Do you see why I did this the way I did this? I didn't come to you with this first and then that. I kind of wanted to I kind of got Amber's point, then I came to this because I wanted to see if Amber was right. I don't know.
And I even tried to get her to go to the gynecologist when I started going. Like, I went for me, and she went with me multiple times because I was having issues. And I was like, just literally make yourself an appointment. So, you know, we could go. And like, I was like, you know, we'll figure it out. And she never wanted to. Like, she had never been to one either. I'm like, that's something regular that you have to get done.
Yeah. She definitely thought that she would never have to go to one too. And she was just like, it's so uncomfortable. And I'm like, I get it. It is uncomfortable. But
it is, but it's got to be done.
Exactly. You got to do it.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you ever want to go on BC birth control, if you ever want to go on that, I mean, your doctor sees you. And what I was told is once you start, you need to go see your OBGYN. That's what I was told. But Amberlynn said she never had that female interaction when she was little either. See, but Amberlynn came up with a whole bunch of excuses all the time. Never would tell the truth. So that's why you can't count on anything she says.
I don't think she likes doing things that make her uncomfortable.
Did she call you derogatory names when she was angry / BPD tantruming? I mean, yeah, I guess, like, if you're okay sharing examples or just kind of, I don't know, I guess examples, of that verbal abuse, I think that would also help a lot of people understand just, like, what you were up against.
Okay, this is a stupid question. Stupid question. But every single channel is different. Every channel is different. Some channels will say the ABUSE, they'll say the word. Some people will not say the ABUSE. So being on this channel, I don't think the ankle would have said the word ABUSE if you couldn't say ABUSE on a YouTube channel. You get what I'm saying? Because the ankle knew that they were going to respond to the video, and so the video would be up on their channel. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I cover somebody else who always says ABUSE. But then I can watch bigger YouTubers who say do not use ABUSE. I don't know what the answer to that is. But I just started thinking about that because that word was said here. And I don't think anybody would do anything or say anything to harm Beck or Destiny's channel. And I haven't watched the ankle, so I don't know what he says on his.
Because I say it a lot of times in reference to Beck that, like, it's not enabling when you're just trying to survive. So, like, how bad really was it? You know?
I do feel like there probably were times that, you know, there was some name calling that she would say, but it's not like I can exactly remember a specific time. It was more or less just like, you don't care about me, you care about everybody else, look how you're treating me, you know, just that kind of guilt tripping.
Yeah, blaming. And the thing is when you're in a situation like that, you don't always want to hold on to that situation. So it's like, whoo, said, done by. a lot of people do that.
Like trying to make me feel awful for not giving her what she wants or needs.
Yeah.
Now, did your mom and siblings?
Yeah, Destiny, we haven't forgotten about you. These questions are just more about Beck. You're so cool, though. Yeah, anytime you feel like you've got answers for any of this stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like, if I have any input, I've definitely been giving it.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. I don't want you to feel like this is all aimed at me.
I was kind of wondering why it says Beck. Because I thought they were going to start doing things together all the time. Oh, I just figured it was me. To be honest with you, it usually is me.
Yeah, well, I mean, he literally says it's for you, so, but it's still nice for us both to do it.
Yeah. Oh, oops. No.
For today's video, we are going to be vacation in Lexington. Is also kind of for you. And do you think she manipulated you into being into a relationship in the fall? But didn't even happen the way I'll let Beck answer supposed to. Do you see it as poetic justice or a testament to her failure in being able to evolve as a creator?
Do you know how many times I've done that in this video alone? I can tell you how I have to edit. I have to listen to myself 3 times in order to edit a video to get it out to y'all. So if my video's an hour, it takes me 2 hours to edit it back to y'all. Sometimes 3. I get tired of hearing myself. So when I do stuff like that, I'm like, I don't like the sound of my own voice by the end of it.
Much love to Beck and Ankle. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'll let Beck answer for the rest of that. Of course, I'm just kind of randomly picking. If Beck says in their response video, if they do one, that they're down for more, then I will return back to this post and we can do more. But of course, up to Beck. How did Amber behave towards you after her cancer diagnosis?
We've already had this one. This is just throwing me for a loop. I'm not going to get over it. I will get over it. I'm not like that. But it's just the weirdest thing. I don't know. This is the weirdest thing to me. Because Destiny is saying the C word over and over. And I'm going to continue listening for Beck and seeing if Beck says the word as much as Destiny does.
We know she blamed you for not going to the doctor, but did she outwardly blame you to your face, bring it up in arguments against you, etc.? Did she call you derogatory names when she was angry /BPD tantrum?
Did she ever do anything like that to you, Destiny? Did she ever call you names or anything?
No, like, she never said anything that bad. I mean, she might have called me, like, the B word. I don't want to, say it.
That's what I was thinking. She might have called me a few times, maybe the B word.
But she never, I don't think she liked to be, she was mean, but it wasn't like that.
You know something funny? I wasn't allowed to cuss when I grew up, right? And so some people say something to me on here, and I don't like cussing on my channel because I've already been told so many people. Yes, I tell stories about myself. That's why I said this. But I tell so many people, don't cuss because you never know when kids are in the room. And I've been told several times, hey, thank you for not cussing because, I like to listen to you when my kid's in the room. So whenever I was younger, I wasn't allowed to cuss. So I walked up to my grandmother one day and I looked at her and I said, you are a donkey's butt. She couldn't say anything to me either. And then I learned a name, and I was like, my friend's name is Jack A. I said that for absolute ever. I said it whenever I was a teenager, and finally somebody walked up to my grandma, and they said, you know what she's saying to you? I was like, you better hush. You better hush. Because the whole time I was saying Jack A. My friend's name was Jackie, but I called her Jack A. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Because she didn't like to be called names, so.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she did do it, it wasn't often.
Yeah. Well, she definitely called me the B word a lot after we broke up. I
mean, there is this one clip where she's like, "Oh, I could talk to you like how I talk to my friends now. What's up, skank? A B word?" I was like, "Oh, all right."
I talk to my friends in all different kinds of ways, but I remember whenever Beck slipped up and said, "You're my friend, aren't you?" When Beck said, "Tell Jade I love her too." That was one of the biggest mess ups. I guarantee you, Beck got themselves in so much trouble, and there's no telling what kind of tongue lashing Beck got for that.
Trimming. I mean, yeah, I guess, like, if you're okay sharing examples or just kind of, I don't know, I guess examples, of that verbal abuse, I think that would also help a lot of people understand just like what you were up against. Because I say it a lot of times in reference to Beck that like it's not enabling when you're just trying to survive. So like, how bad really was it?
Okay, so Eric Cook, I'm just gonna, nope. So Eric Cook, okay, Eric and Ricky, all right. There's a thing of Amber Lynn is sitting on this side of the table and Eric's sitting on this side of the table, and I think it's a French fry, right? And he's got a French fry and he's gonna put it in Amber Lynn's mouth. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm an enabler." And sticks it in her mouth. Just straight up plain up. That's me.
You know? Did your mom and siblings like the beast?
Does any mom and any sibling like a person being mean to their child or to their sibling? Does any parent or anybody like that? Do they like to sit back and watch that? Do they like to see that happen? Do they? Or do they want to go in and rescue? But they can't rescue because you got to make your own choices. So what were they supposed to do? How were they supposed to help? The more you try to help somebody, the worse they go in sometimes. Learning that from experience. I'm learning that. It's just, I'm years into it.
And I think we will leave it on this one for now. If Beck agrees they would like to do more, then okay, I am 1,000% down for it. But I also kind of want to leave it on a bit of a lighter note, not all just about spilling, you know, tea and whatnot. Was there anything you liked about your time with Amber?
Hey, you know what I liked about my time, or about their time with Amber? I liked it whenever I got to see Beck with Eric and Ricky. That's what I liked. I liked to see the camaraderie between them three. And you didn't always get to see that whenever it was on Eric's, because Eric didn't always get to vlog with Beck because Beck was always around Amber. And Amber was very clingish to Beck. So that's what I liked. I liked to see that, you know, friendship that you didn't always get to see because of Amber, you know.
This is not to say that she was not abusive. I am just curious. And I did see some different renditions of that type of question of like, we know, you know, like we believe you, dog, when you say something was bad, you know? What was good? I mean, I know you were abused in a bunch of different ways, and that is probably what mainly kept you around for so long. But were there good moments? Were there moments that made you think that, like...
You ever just had those moments in life where you're just like, Janet, you need to shut up? It is so late! I need to turn those lights out and I need to go to bed. Where are my double horns? Sorry, my phone started ringing. Do they not understand? They're probably like, it's Janet. She's up doing something stupid.
You know, maybe it is worth it to really help see this girl get better. I don't know.
I mean, there were moments where I felt like she could get better, that we could, you know, that we had a good friendship, that things could be better if she would put in the effort and the time. And I'm like, you know, if she can put in the effort and the time, and then I can put in effort to take care of myself, and we could be good together. But, that didn't end up happening.
Oh, well, when Beck and Amber split up, Beck said that they wanted to do better, make changes and things like that. And Amber was like, well, we can't do that together. And Beck was just plain up straight up, no, we can't. I can't work on myself and you can't work on yourself if we're together. Bottom line, they couldn't, because Amber wouldn't allow Beck to make a change in their life.
What about you,
Yeah.
Destiny?
I don't know. I had like we had been arguing for so long before we broke up, and like I just was so over it at that point, and she just kept like saying that she was going to change, and like would try for like a day or two, and then it would go back to what it was, and I was just like, clearly, this isn't going to happen,
Yeah.
just over it.
And nobody made her admit she's just a narcissist. She's never ever going to admit it because nobody's making her admit something like that. She's going to keep saying it's BPD.
I don't know.
No, but thank you so much, Beck, for doing this. Or, I mean, even mentioning that you would be down for this. Thank you. And if you do respond, thank you so much as well. I know there's a lot of love and support over here on my...
Wait, someone literally just said, she said that Beck didn't inspire her enough. Tony Robbins couldn't inspire her enough. That's funny.
Yeah, they said that, Amber Lynn said that Beck never did give her enough pressure to go and get anything done. Beck never, gave her a reason to go do anything. But you know what? Somebody else can't always be the one to inspire you. Sometimes you got to be your own driving force. But Amber Lynn wants to always have an excuse to not be her own driving force. She wants somebody else to be the one to push her in the cart.
I think we're about done with this video,
channel for you, dog, and I'm just glad to see it transfer over to yours. And yeah, wishing you all the best. Thank you so much for doing this. And yeah.
Okay. We finished that.
Oh wow, it wasn't as long as I thought it was.
No, I think it was like 12 or 13 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That man just talks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a lot to say. And
Somebody said that about Amber. I do believe she talks a lot, but with nothing to say. So I think that's what they said about Amber. I don't know. I think so. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm running too many people together, but I think so.
it was quite interesting. I feel like we said some interesting things.
Oh yeah.
How long?
I saw a comment that said that he's in my era now watching videos and reacting to them. And they said maybe a Q&A would be up for me.
That would be fun. I would definitely be down to watch that.
Hey, Destiny, just a suggestion. Like Willow Davis has been through your era and people like that have been. Why not have him write questions and stuff like that? Because I know he's been there for a while. And there's channels like that instead of just like newer channels. No offense to anybody. But instead of like newer channels that are having to revisit, how about the ones that have been here forever? Even though they are smaller, still... How about that? I think that would be fun because they can get in deep and, start asking the real deep questions. Stuff from that you can miss in one video. When you experience it from the beginning to the end. And then from like the now and those errors. You experience all of it. You can get a lot more deep inside to it if you do that. Just a suggestion. Do not hang me out to dry just for a suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
But what are we doing?
Okay. Just didn't know if you guys wanted to go through a couple more super chats or if you guys are tired, I'm sure you guys can do the super chats another time.
Do you want to do a few more super chats before we go, Destiny, or are you...
Look at Destiny's face. Destiny's like, I got this. Oh my, there is something wrong with me. Guys, I'm not always like this. I'm telling you I'm not. I am not always like this. I can't see my screen. I'm just in a mood. You get it? I got cow everywhere. Turn off. Turn off. Go ahead, turn off. Because you're going to get me serious. You're going to get me not serious. Turn off. Yeah, you come back in another video. Because no, I'm not editing any of this out. It's going to stay. Because I get like this randomly. Because you never know what you're going to get when you click on my channel.
Wanting to hop off here? What are we doing?
Yeah, we can do a few more. And we can always do more later.
Yeah,
Too.
all right. Yeah, we'll get to them all, even if we have to do them at a different time.
Yeah.
I just heard that there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least 459.
And that's what we've not went through?
No, that's all of them.
Oh, okay. I was like, we still answered a lot.
The reason why I said Destiny can still go is because look at how bright her eyes are. No bags, no nothing. We're not going to pay attention to me at this moment, okay? But no bags, no nothing. Destiny is in for it. So bring them. Give me questions now. I'm ready. I am too, Destiny. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. If I turn this way, I can see the screen. If I turn this way, I can't see the screen. If I go this, I can't see the screen. Go this, I can see the screen. I got to do like this. But these are glasses that are not meant to be worn inside at all. So I guess I need to put them in the car.
Did
You
you?
want me to start at the bottom because we
Oh, like go to the bottom and go
Yeah.
up?
Why?
I don't know.
didn't stop at a certain spot.
Yeah.
Like you don't remember where you
We
stopped.
started kind of scrolling at one point.
Yeah, I mean, we can always like find all the ones in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys just want to read from the bottom then?
Yeah.
Yeah, then just try to remember the one you were at, and then we'll start up again.
All right.
My husband threatened to put me out with the horses if I don't quit yelling. I told him that the hay would be softer. He's so done with me. He's done with me. Continue.
Oh wait, someone said you stopped at Carissa's super chat. Hold on.
So let's find Carissa.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm glad they remember.
It was
We remember because it covered up your face for how long? All we could see was your forehead, and everybody kept saying you were so skinny because that's all we could see was this little bit right here.
a red one, I think.
Yeah, I think she said
Yeah, we found it.
Carissa.
All
yeah,
right.
it was fun. It was on there for so long.
Sorry. Jackie Williams, thank you. Love you guys. Beck, can you address what Big L said about your partner
Wait,
being a bad
did you
partner?
read Carissa's?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has no room to talk about my partner. She doesn't know my partner. My partner isn't a bad partner at all. None of what she said was true. But thank you for your super chat, Jackie.
Jealousy always raises its evil head, and Amber Lynn doesn't believe in anything besides Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn has never believed in anything besides Amber Lynn. Even when she's with somebody else, she only thinks about Amber Lynn. Look at all of her vlogs.
Also, the mods are saying just recommending like skipping ones that aren't questions,
Okay.
but you can say thank you.
All right. Meowie, thank you. Did you feel like Amber hated your style? She's very trend chasey while you're nostalgic for the 90s. Did she ever belittle your interests? I know that she definitely wasn't really interested in my interests.
How many times did you say where you wanted to go and eat and she was like, no? And then one time you were laying in bed and you said where you wanted to go eat, and Amber Lynn was like, she keeps bothering me saying she wants to go to this one place and I guess we'll go. And you're like, I've been wanting to go forever. And Amber Lynn was like taking pity on you and saying, yeah, we can go. It's because that's what Amber Lynn was hungry for that morning.
And she did say that my style was awful. She also said that she wouldn't let me, decorate a house, even though she doesn't know how I would decorate a house. She just knows how I would decorate a room, my bedroom. That's just personal,
Yeah. I like your style though. It's so cool.
She thought it was tacky.
Someone asked if we could
If we could.
move up Destiny's face.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
because-
were complaining about it earlier. The chat, and if you're watching the video on YouTube, the chat that's
It's a little
rolled
late
is
now,
over my
but-
face, and then the super chats also take up a big chunk of my face.
Destiny, nobody's paying attention to you. You keep talking. Just they're trying to figure it out. Give them a moment. Give them patience. I know you couldn't have patience when you were with ALR because she didn't want anything done at your pace. She wanted it all done at hers.
Oh. Okay, hopefully that helps a little. Glitch Tone Queen. If you guys ever need background music, I got you. Thank you so much. We'll definitely check you out. So this is a channel, I'm guessing, that makes music.
I don't know.
We'll have to check it out. Glitch Tone Music. D, thank you. Could you please react to a meme of ALR? It's called "Good Lord, the Beanbag is in a Hurry" by BPD Girl.
If you haven't heard that a guy is walking into a restaurant, and first time I heard it, let me tell you what I heard. First time I heard it is I heard the guy say that they were throwing horseshoes and bean bags in a hurry. I'm from the country, so when I heard they were throwing bean bags in a hurry, I thought they were saying they were throwing horseshoes and cornhole. If you don't want to know what cornhole is, look it up on Google. It's where you throw bean bags in a hole. That's what I thought it was. And everyone's like, it's beanbag in a hurry. But I'm telling you, I thought they said horseshoes and beanbags in a hurry. That's what I thought I heard. I don't know. But now then, all I hear is beanbags in a hurry.
Like react to it right now. I don't think I know what that is.
We'll look into it maybe.
I'm literally just gonna Google it.
I don't know the meme, but I do. I was there for when that was said.
Oh, it looks like it was a video.
I kind of want to go find that original again and see if I can find it again and re-watch it and see if I don't know how to isolate sound. I need to get smarter before I do that.
Oh.
They said you were called a beanbag by a man at a Chinese restaurant.
Amber was.
It said in this comment, it said it was you. That's why I was like confused.
Yeah, no, it was. They were talking about Amber. Where am I at?
Yeah, I was about to say change it because I'm thinking way too hard and that's not good for me.
Lainey, no question or anything. I'm just really happy. Thank you, Lainey. Did Amber ever lie for you when you didn't want her to? Ohana, $27.99. I don't really know.
Amber would lie whenever you didn't even need Amber to lie. And Amber would lie over little bitty things. And it would be stupid little bitty things. It's like, we know the truth. Why are you lying? I do not know why. It's like we could watch Beck do something and Amber would lie about it. Oh, Beck's going in the store for me because of this. And it's like, no, they're not. You're sending them in the store. We know the truth about this. But Beck didn't always watch Amber Lynn's vlog, so Beck doesn't always know the answer to that.
I'm not sure when she supposedly said that she's lied for me. Did she ever lie for you for anything, Destiny?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's what I don't know.
That's weird.
Said the rings was a lie for you.
What?
She said the rings was a lie for you. I think.
She said the rings
Oh.
was a lie for me. Of course she would, though. But she doesn't want to admit that she was the one who bought her own rings and wanted me to propose.
Did I tell you? I don't know. Y'all ignore me if I already told you. But Amber Lynn bought these rings herself, right? And I already told you the ring story about Beck having to propose and Amber Lynn not wanting Beck to have the money. But here's some part I didn't tell you. Is Amber Lynn would put these rings on, okay? And we saw Amber Lynn without the rings on. And now Amber Lynn bought these rings, so Amber Lynn knows how much these rings cost. Amber Lynn was not wearing the rings, and everybody's like, where's your ring? Where's your ring? Where's your ring? And she was like, they're so fancy and so expensive. I'm afraid I'm going to break them. So I don't want to wear them. Then when people found out they're like $900, she was making it sound like they were thousands of dollars. By the way, she was saying that, you know, she was afraid she's going to bump them on something or something like that. Yeah.
She wouldn't admit that.
Yeah.
Rachel and Beck, how did you really feel about the last few live streams you and Amber did together after the breakup, especially the ones where she badmouthed you? That's why I was getting snarky and sassy, is because I was getting really tired of her getting me on a live and then trying to make me look bad. So, like that one time, whenever I leaned over and was like, who's been wiping you?
But Amber Lynn was just trying to make people feel pity for her. That's all it was. She wanted the attention, and she didn't matter. She didn't care if she had to put you down or not. That's all it was. I don't think she really cared what happened or what people were saying. And that's just like somebody made a comment about how good Beck could be, and Amber Lynn said something, and Beck goes, how would you know? And Amber Lynn got offended by it. And, well, because it came out that they were pretty much not in a relationship for years.
It's because she just kept on trying to make me look bad. And I was just like, look, you're trying to act like I didn't do anything for you, but I did this.
Literally.
I didn't realize everybody would hear, but I'm glad they did.
Yes, I've seen that.
Zora, thank you. What was the worst thing she said to you or family? I really don't know. I did see where she had texted Destiny and was like, I hope her nephew isn't born so I can hang out with her. And I'm like, he was so literally 10 days past due anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then the voice messages, the voice notes that she sent to Beck's mom while Beck's mom was passing away. Amber Lynn did that, and they were pretty horrible.
And you were just like, yeah. Amber.
That's just wild. But I don't really know like anything worse she said to me or my family. Like I just feel like so much was said. I can't even remember it all. What about you, Destiny?
I don't know what she said to my mom when they were arguing. I like blacked out for the whole thing. So like I was like in a panic attack while they were doing all that. So I don't know what was said, but I'm sure that things got really bad between them because you know how she is. She's going to speak her mind.
Yeah.
And I know my mom had some choice words. So
I could only imagine.
I know.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, dude. I thought that there would be a day whenever it would come like that between her and my mom, but thankfully it never did.
It came just down to her leaving really bad voice messages for your mother and her not allowing you to go see your mother. It came down to other bad things with your mother, Beck.
I'm surprised it didn't. Salad's second phone discarded blue sofa. Lots of love. Thank you. JCLF Janet, do you think in hindsight Amber being clingy to Destiny after the breakup was her trying to get between Destiny and Dana to get them to break up? Could have been.
Oh, it definitely probably was.
You think she was trying to get you guys to break up?
I don't know if she was trying to get us to break up or like just not want it to go as far as it did, just so she still had that opportunity, clearly.
Amber Lynn had it to where Destiny, her, Beck, and Dana would go on double dates all the time together, even if it was to grocery shop. Yep.
Like, as of now, I didn't think this then. I'm just meaning like as of now, like putting it all together like that.
Yeah. Blank you two, has Amber ever seen a real lipedema? I don't even know if I'm saying the right specialist. Does she take a prescription water pill to get the fluid off her body? Cause it has to be painful. I don't know. She didn't with me. She didn't with me.
Amber Lynn has said several times she does not like taking medication. She will not take medication. She cannot stand to take medication. That's why her saying that she's going to go to the psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, all these different things. I'm like, what good is it going to do? Because you're just not going to take what they give you.
Hannah McGinley, thank you. Did either of you try to break up with her and she made you stay? Much love to you both. Yeah. There's a few times that happened.
Beck's already said that they wouldn't let Beck out of the car. And I said, why didn't Beck just get out of the car and go? It's not like Amber Lynn could catch them. I mean, good graciousness.
Yeah.
I feel like every single one of her exes probably can say yeah to that.
Yes.
Sophia Hughes, thank you. Was Amber genuinely sad about losing the ability to have biological children? Did she talk about having a family with you two? What were your thoughts about her being a mother at the time? No, we never really talked about having children, but that's also because
well, y'all did a questionnaire thing where one of the questions was boys or girls, and I can't remember who chose what. It was, would you rather have, boys or would you have girls? And one of y'all said, I'd rather have boys because you wouldn't have to worry about the boys getting pregnant. And then I think the other one said, I'd rather have girls because boys are too much. Or so I can't remember, but I think that's the closest to any kind of kid talk I can remember. But nothing serious.
I didn't think I could have children. I was pretty sure she physically couldn't have children. So I just don't think that was anything we really ever talked about.
Oh, we definitely talked about it. But she always assumed that she was never going to be able to. So she never told me she was upset that she didn't think she could. She just assumed she couldn't. And I don't know,
Amber Lynn went on this whole pity train. After she had her hysterectomy, she went on a pity train saying, you don't know how it feels to not be able to know you're not ever going to be able to have kids. But Amber Lynn never was the type to come on and go, oh, I'm going to have kids. I want to have this many kids, me and my kids. She never did like that and express constantly that she wanted to have kids. That's not who she was. So I call it a pity trip.
I've always myself have just planned to carry at some point. So, I mean, that was just my opinion then, and that's still what my opinion is now.
Yeah. Rocio, Beck, how do you and your fiance feel about the big one trying to talk on her when she literally doesn't know your partner? I thought it was awful and rude. What?
I'm saying, there's no way that they've ever talked. So it's how do you have an opinion?
Right?
Where did she say she got the information?
It's not an opinion, it's judgment. And she doesn't have any kind of opinion or anything off of meeting them or knowing anything about them. It's just her passing judgment on who she thinks you should be with, because Amber Lynn doesn't think anybody can be better than her.
I think she might have said that somebody who knows me told mutual friends or whatever.
Oh, okay. I remember that now.
But it's also
still,
she doesn't want anybody talking about the person she was recently dating, but she can talk about Zachary Michael's partner. She could talk about my partner, but nobody's allowed to talk about hers.
Exactly my point. Amber Lynn is the center of the universe to Amber Lynn, and that's the way Amber Lynn is always gonna be. And if you expect anything else out of Amber Lynn, then you are completely mistaken. And the whole thing with Jade is she hid Jade, but Amberverse is big. So what ended up happening is they passed by Amber's apartment one day. Somebody did and snapped a picture of, I do believe Jade was outside with Twinkie, and I do believe, I could be wrong, but smoking, and voila, Jade. We got to see the physical appearance of Jade. Picture everywhere.
No, I'm just thankful she hasn't said anything about Lexus.
Yeah, I know. I love dogs. Thank you. Just wanted to say MB could never pull this many viewers, supporters, and chats. I'm happy both are thriving. This 50 is my middle finger to her for being so cruel to so many for so long. Hope she's watching. Thank you. I love dogs. Thank you, Fickle Matancy.
I love that.
Line the Mouse. Love you, Beck. My besties and I quote, look like a big cherry. Big, are you calling me big all the time? She was mad about that off camera. Yes, she was. And I was just like, but I wasn't calling you big. I was talking about me. I had a red hat on, a red sweater. I felt like a big cherry.
And they were in a drive-thru, and Amber Lynn was right next to Beck. See, I'll let it finish this time. But Amber Lynn was right next to Beck and squashed in the car because Amber Lynn was a whole lot bigger than Beck. And I haven't told some of y'all this. But they were side by side. And when it lit up, it looked like Beck was a big cherry, red all the way down. And Beck said the words, I look like a big cherry. And Amber Lynn leans over and has like this far to go because Amber Lynn can't buckle in and can't sit straight in the seat. So Amber Lynn's like this the whole time anyways. And she goes, big? Big? Are you calling me big? And the entire time she's getting closer and closer to Beck's face. And Beck's like, no, I'm calling myself big. And Amber Lynn still had a hissy fit over that when Beck never called her big.
Oh my gosh.
I already clicked that one. Whoops. Boo woo. Beck, please stream Call of Duty Cold War campaign. I have played Call of Duty. It's just been a really long time. And I've also played like the zombie one. I think I played that with you, Destiny.
Yeah. We played the zombie one a lot.
Yeah. Ways are. Thank you. It's 3 a.m. in South Africa and I'm up for y'all.
Wow. Props to you.
Yeah, hopefully you get some sleep soon. And that was at 9, so they could actually be asleep by now.
Oh,
Milk
yeah,
Bar.
true.
When we had a Discord for your fans a long while back, we named ourselves Beckaboos. I'm enjoying this while cooking and watching this live. Love this collab. Thank you, Milgar. A-okay. If y'all could go back, would y'all go through it again or never want to ever meet Amber? I would never want to meet Amber. But and I've been asked this question a lot. Would I go back? I wouldn't want to go back for the experience of the bad experience, but I would go back if that meant I get to have my kids and the life I have now. Also feel like I wouldn't be where I am now if that wouldn't have happened.
That's what I was about to say.
So every awful, horrible thing that happens leads you to where you are needing to go.
Very true. That's how I feel.
Woobles and Bean. Do you think the only reason Amber loved Destiny so long was because she lost to Dana? If Destiny took her back, Amber would lose all interest. Amber Lynn's saying that Destiny is like the one that she has no interest in. Destiny was the least attractive. Destiny was this. Destiny was that. And Amber Lynn won't admit the one that she'll get back together with. But remember, somebody asked Amber Lynn, who's the ex that would you ever get back with your ex? And Amber Lynn said yes, but wouldn't say who. I don't know. So I feel like she was still like that over you even before Dana came along.
She's probably still like that now.
Yeah. There you go. Call her out. Put her in her place. Be like, you can't get over me easily, can you? It's been all these years and you still want me.
I don't know. Oh well. It'll never happen, so.
Fickle by Tansy, do you think it's possible to get her deplatformed? Nope, because everybody's allowed to have their platform until something else happens, something bad happens, and they take it away. And it may make some people mad, because like I said, I'm in another community, and people want her deplatformed all the time, and there's nothing anybody can do until she does it to herself. And that's the bottom line, and it makes, like I said, makes people upset, but it's facts that have to be faced. I don't know. I have no idea.
That seems like a lot of work for nothing.
It does seem like a lot of work. And I'm also like, if that were to happen, I don't know what she would do, honestly. Because she's not worked in over 10 years now, has she?
Yeah, true. Not since 2016.
Alright guys, I'm just going to tell you how it is. This is Janet, and this is Janet in middle of the night editing, okay? So let me tell you what I did. I said that this was going to be the last video I gave you, right? I lied. I lied. And if you're new here, yep, this is Janet. This is Janet. Yeah, I can't get them both, or the last part into the last section to get it all in one day. So I'm going to have to split this one into two. And y'all just go ahead, hate me in the comments, but I want to get them all out in one day. And the way that it's getting uploaded to YouTube is taking forever. So, and I don't know what's going on. So it's, if I cut it down, it's wanting to upload better. I don't know what's going on. So I'm wanting to make sure I get them uploaded. So I'm having to split this into two. And so no matter how bad I mess up, I'm always going to get my outro to you, okay? So I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, yeah! Whenever you might be watching this, and hope you remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. Like I said, it's my mess up. Me, I did it. It's my fault, and I'm gonna continue to apologize. And if it's first time clicking here, I'm sorry. Thanks for giving me a chance. But yeah, this is me, okay? It's Janet being Janet, because this is how I am, all right? But hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next set of comments, okay? Hopefully I will. All right, I'm gonna go back to editing, and next time you'll see the lights on, okay? You'll see the lights on. I don't know. It's me. All right, guys. See you in the next one.